Hello then, welcome back to Tabarestan. I'm still playing. Yes. Anyways, we currently are at war with Qara Quonlyu, who's brought Hazza and Zuria, two of their vassals, into the fold, which is bad for us, because they attacked us while we were at war with Crimea and Kazan, Nogai, even the Ottomans ended up in a war with us, due to me kind of badly maneuvering things. I got the Ottomans into a war on my side, but they left it really quickly, and I got bit in the arse when they joined Qara Quonlyu, Crimea against me, and thus things did not pan out well. What I'm really hoping for now is the Mishra Patriots here to actually force Crimea to release this area, but it doesn't seem like it's actually happening, which is kind of weird, but not really too much I can do about that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know why you're doing that. They're actually going to Yerevan. Are they coming for me? No. Unfortunately, I would have preferred it if they actually stuck to my army as I wanted them to. But anyways, Georgia's going to lose their army. They are going to lose it over nothing. They didn't actually lose their army, but it still kind of is a loss. But I kind of am going to just run around here resieging what these guys take. That is at least the idea. And again, stability point from the religious side, so it's paying off, definitely. But unfortunately, I will still have to play defensively for the most of the time. We're going to focus on taking this back because it's a war goal, and all in all I think the goal of this was just going to be attempting to bring a white peace into this. These guys are gaining attrition very rapidly, as you can see here. They're actually losing more forces to that, so potentially, yeah, I could get what I'm after here, which is a release of Persia from Qara Quonlyu, thanks to, well, basically them messing up right now and more or less not caring about their own war exhaustion here. They're actually getting quite a lot of it too, more than I am. So, but unfortunately, Golden Horde and everyone here can't actually keep up with me, which is of course a really big issue. So, like, for some reason I can't siege this thing, probably because I don't have a general, but that's fine. Military attack 8, pike and shot. Military attack is per 0.25, combat width increased by a whole point. Infantry fire 0.25, cavalry shock a whole point, and I can build training fields and a march. This should, hopefully, be enough. Unfortunately, I can't hire a leader now, but who cares? I can make my general or my ruler into a leader, because I do have a better heir, and he is actually of age too, which is even better. So we're going to re-siege the war goal here, and potentially that actually might give me what I need here to get a white peace from this war, which of course would be preferable, but not really horrible if we didn't. But I'm a little bit unsure how everything will play out. We at least managed to get Apicacia back, and I think they're actually going to attack us, which would be hilariously useful, because we have a pretty decent sized army here. Georgia has 6,000 men, I have 13, and if they attack us we are going to be able to defend ourselves, because my tech level is 2 more than theirs. But even so, it seems like it's actually really hard to re-siege this thing. And I'm going to sacrifice some more points because we're getting 40 points a month. Now, if these guys don't attack me, then things are going to get kind of dicey. I think we're going to get our guy back here. I don't really want to declare or continue this war anymore. If I could break free, of course, Persia would be good. But let's face it, the only thing that will happen in this war if it continues is that my vassals will suffer. And of course, I could just keep it going because of the fact that we do have the war exhaustion development is still kind of nasty and dicey. But at least I can most likely get hopefully a province or two out of this. So I think I might just keep it going for the purpose of trying to break Persia free. It's kind of one of those half and half situations. So I'm going to try and re-siege my provinces here. I'm going to defend my troops if they are attacked, basically join the other army over. And hopefully, yeah, we can get the result we're after. And apparently here, the Golden Horde got some peasant rebels, which is bad, because they're kind of split into 3 small divisions. And I definitely need to get into war with Crimea here pretty soon again to get this back, because apparently the rebels couldn't do the job. And apparently my Georgian army was thoroughly beaten, which is of course not good. Are you guys marching to my capital? What are you doing? Marching back to Tabriz, marching into... you're going to take the war goal back. But yeah, I think it's just best to get a white piece out of this, hopefully, but we don't because I was silly. But anyways, it's going to be basically a race here now. These guys also have low war exhaustion, or war enthusiasm. Hopefully I can just resiege this pretty quickly. They are losing a lot of forces. I should be more or less out of manpower. So this is a bit war of attrition, more or less. I can most likely support it better than they can. At least that's what I'm hoping. And if I can resiege provinces faster than I'm losing them, we'll probably win. However, I'll show you in a bigger battles. I'll try to resiege this, and we'll see if I'm successful at that. My vassals also have a pretty big army here, so we definitely have the advantage. We'll see how it plays out. Well, I did bring this war for far longer than I needed to, but I think we'll just go for a white piece here. It's basically just been a circle running, and also Circassia is now on the edge of revolting, which is of course not good for me, so we're just going to go for a piece here, and well, leave things as they are, unfortunately. As I said, there's not too much I can do at the current moment. The Ottomans are ready to offer me an alliance again, wonderful. We can now hire our unrest guy to help us out here. And we're going to take trade efficiency here to boost that again. We're going to lower the army maintenance, and everything now should be back to more or less as it was before. We still have the dynastic ties, which are of course good, and I'm going to start improving relations with the Golden Horde. I am still going to of course look for opportunities to attack Crimea to give these back to the Golden Horde, and of course I could just take for instance these three here myself, and then they would be completely cut off. So I think the guy that's currently working for the Ottomans here, or improving relations with them, are going to start fabricating claims in Crimea land. They want me to transfer trade power in our shared nodes. Fair enough. I need them more than they need me, so it's understandable. Money, of course, hasn't been too much of an issue, but I really prefer a bigger army. But my force limit is still just 11. That is the funniest part about this. My force limit is 11, so I definitely need my vassals around just to keep my head over the water, so to speak. Now, Nagai is going to be the one that we'll have to attack, and they're allied with Crimea, Qara Quonlyu, and the Timurids. So I don't think we're going to be able to attack Crimea in near future. At least we'll just have to wait to either they break their alliance with the Ottomans or something like that. So I think we might have to start picking some other targets here. Tabarestan is a tasty morsel, if you will, but I think I might have to consider here going for, of course, Qara Quonlyu, but unfortunately they have been cut off by the Ottomans. I'm kind of in a really stuck position. I don't know what to do. So money-wise, we're earning a little bit. Might have to use those guys to get some rebels up and running in Crimea again, but unrest is just too low for that to happen. So I'll just have to sit by and wait, bide my time, and see if anything happens. The worst case scenario, I'll be able to also consider the fact that we are pretty far ahead in military tech. We're going to change our focus to administrative, because I do definitely need the administrative points here so I can actually get, well, the lands converted. Potentially I might go for annexation Georgia, but they are really, really important to have due to the troops that they contribute, so we're going to keep them around. But other than that, I'm really unsure what we want to do. Potentially vassalize the Byzantines is a horrible idea. Taking Timurids is a horrible idea, Nagai is a horrible idea, everyone is a horrible idea at the moment, so I'll just have to sit by, wait until one of these guys break their alliances, and then we have go time. Tabarestan is really the only morsel left in the pit at this stage, so well, might as well just go for a conquest here, and the Ottomans will actually join in, which is hilarious. So if they are actually joining in, I think I might take a chance on the morsel of Crimea, but I have to blitz Crimea, and I mean absolutely blitz if I want this to work. They have to lose the war before they realize what's happening, and the funny part is they're currently at war and currently winning against Genoa, and they're actually the attacker. So that's an interesting one, but I think I'll wait just a little bit here. If Austria or anyone actually lands troops in Crimea, then they're going to kick their asses. So I'll have to see if I'm lucky with that. Austria they have inherited Burgundy, which is bad, but we have a really funny looking Hungary here. It's basically just a square. Transylvania, Kiev, Wallachia, Serbia. Venice has also made some gains. Urbino is actually doing pretty well for itself. The Pope too, for that matter. So it's a really weird game in terms of what people are doing, so to speak. Poland's actually been crushed by Silesia, just to give you a little bit of a little point of what's happening. Teutonic Order, Polish, apparently. But yeah, I'm going to wait and see if there's a 6,000 Genoan troop transport here. Off with his head in Ganja. Now, will these guys take? Nope. They will not take. They will not take any chances of attacking. So, unfortunately, I'll get myself an extra missionary though through a missionary idea or a religious idea, which is good. Next team will actually give me some more discipline, which is also good. But again, for the time being, I think we'll just wait a little bit here with Crimea. If I attack Trebizond and basically call the Ottomans in there, I need to be able to win the war against Crimea pretty fast, which is again the problem here. The guy would be the perfect target, but they're out with Qara Quonlyu and Timurids and everything that's evil. So I think we might as well just go ahead and bide our time, just sit patiently by, and hope that we make some moves in the future. For now, I'll just wait and wait for my opportunity. Well, wouldn't you know, the good heir fell's ill and he survived. I'm impressed. But anyways, the Timurids are actually doing fairly well for themselves there. They're currently at war with the Oirids, Korea, and Buryatia, but they're still winning wars, and that is my biggest problem right now. If we look at army-wise totals, we see the Timurids 64,000 men. So I definitely need the Ottoman force if I want to beat the Timurids, and I need to beat them for the sake of this achievement. So I definitely need a falling out between the Timurids and the Ottomans. And right now it's more likely that we are going to have a falling out because they desire Georgia's provinces again, which is of course not good. But there isn't really too much I can do about that matter. Now I can declare on Tabarestan, and unfortunately the Ottomans will not join because they're currently in another war on Crimean side against, well, Genoa and Austria. Hopefully this could exhaust them to the point where I can actually attack, but again, it's more or less just haphazard at this stage. We'll just have to sit by and see if we can make something work here. We'll abolish attacks. But I'm currently stuck. There's no real lanes for me to move into. The only thing I can really imagine here is taking my ships and sailing to Africa or Europe or some other place, but I just don't see a good reason to do that. So again, for the time being, we'll just have to wait and hopefully get a lucky break. So, nothing new under the sun, hasn't actually happened anything. Crimea, Qara Quonlyu and Timurids. Crimea is still allied with the Ottomans. And, well, I don't like the current situation because they have actually fairly decent people. So they are definitely going to tack up rather rapidly. And I haven't had any decent rulers so far, which is, well, I have one fairly decent right now, to be perfectly honest, but I would really prefer to put the in charge. Now, what I might have to do is actually potentially going for Kazan, but what I think I might do here is actually play on Qara Quonlyu without a Casus Belli. But we are going to take a chance here. I'm going to go after Trebizond because I do need to have something to attack every now and again. And Trebizond is a, well, tasty morsel that Georgia can devour on their own. So, it's not really an issue. I'm pretty sure that I can probably sell the province to Georgia. If not, I'll just score myself and then convert it. Hopefully the Ottomans will not hate me for this, but I definitely do need land. The Ottomans, Crimea, everyone else is doing too much conquering. Moldavia just opened up a position for a new leader of the land, but I'll most likely become a sacrificial sheep. I'll most likely become the sacrificial sheep in Europe if I do so. So I'm really uncertain what to do. Muscovy is still the big, the great snake, so to speak. Timurids is now kicking the ass of the Oirids, having sent forces all the way into the, well, the heart of the land. And all in all, it seems like the Timurids are doing a little bit too good for, well, what I dare to say, what they're doing. But I think I might have tried to improve relations with them to see if I can get this up and running. If they stop desiring my provinces and I get a royal marriage, we could get really lucky here. But it's not really that that. Sensible. Mantrega, Crimean province. Might as well. It's pre-military power, so we'll claim the province. Code action, claim province, Mantrega. There we go. They actually took 2 provinces from Genoa, which is weird and scary and horrible. But we do have military tech 9, the Star Fort, which gives me Shahanshah infantry and a Star Fort. So we might as well just go for a upgrade here. Once we're done with, actually the funny part is, once Tabarestan is conquered, we will be back with having a province that is not Shia. I was lucky with Ashra Khan. There's an event that changes the religion of your province to your religion, and I had that lucky event happen to Ashra Khan, which is of course really useful. We're also going to take the third idea here on the religious side, get a little bit of extra discipline for the troops, 2.5%, and stability cost modifier minus 25%, which is really useful. Again, I will be looking forwards to potential breaches in alliances that could lead to a war that will really benefit me. But for the time being, it seems like I might have to declare war on Qara Quonlyu without casus belli if I want to fight Nogai, get myself a border with Kasan, and then basically try and conquer this area, which isn't very rich. The only really other option then would be to try and cut off Muscovy, which seems to be a really horrible idea considering who they're allied with. But we'll see. There's just too many things that's happening, and Timurids just warned me to not attack Nogai or Qara Quonlyu. So basically, I'm kind of out of options here. I'll do a little bit of thinking until next time, because we're going to end it here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And although I'm stuck right now, hopefully Tabarestan can make some progress next time. I'll see you then. Bye.